What's going on, everybody? And welcome to another episode of Cowboys Cutting Up, where Cowboys Nation gets to stand up and be heard. I am J-Stogs and Nerd. Let's go. And of course, I'm joined by that guy, the voice down in the hills of Texas, Tre Collis.
The hot field of Texas feels like we're in summertime again. It was damn near 80 degrees all week, man.
Oh my gosh, it got a little cold today, but yeah, it's been nice, man. It's been as
I'm
we like to say in the young generation, coochie cutter weather.
Man, I'm in shorts right now. Like
There you go.
I'm like, this is weird. But hey, February is right around the corner, and that's usually when we get our ice storms. So
This is it,
I haven't put away the winter
Yeah.
gear yet.
Yeah, understand, in Texas, we actually do have winter. Our winter is very short, and it's usually January, February that, kind of tiptoes into March. But no, this is going to be the hard month. So just understand that. But so glad you're here. We have a lot to discuss. We took, some time off. Happy New Year to everyone that's watching, that will be watching. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and smash the bell. You can also listen to us on different podcast platforms such as Amazon, Apple, and Spotify. So make sure that you listen there. Make sure that you comment. We always love to see your comments, read them, discuss, because there's so much to discuss about America's team, right? Yes, let's go. So all that's done. Let's get into it. Again, Happy New Year to everyone. We didn't get a chance to talk about the Philly game, because we need to talk about that just a little bit. We need to talk about it a little bit. How great of a win was that?
It made me drunk. Tell you
Giddy.
that.
Hey, let's go. Giddy made me happy because even though it's Minshew, it's still Philly.
It's a rival. You can throw a record. Don't care who's quarterback. We saw that with Jason Garrett. When he filled in for the Thanksgiving Day game against the Giants, I do believe. It's rivalry. You can throw records out the window. It doesn't matter who's playing that game. They know the rivalry. It's going to be a hard-nosed game. And Dallas defense stepped up when it needed to. And
that's it.
I think they exposed that Philly D. I told y'all that Philly D is not as good as people think it is. It really isn't. They stopped doing what makes them work. I'm glad we got the win. Now that what pissed me off is that Jacksonville lost now, because we'll be sitting in the number one seed right now.
I mean, it would be pretty nice. Shout out, big game. Good to see you, my guy. It would be nice if we were there now, but this is Dallas. This is what we do. This is what they do. We have to have drama until the end. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a Cowboy season, just in my opinion. But it was still good. Even though it was Minshew, it was still a good win for these Dallas Cowboys.
Well, I think we can put the bed to rest. You barely beat this team. We barely beat that team. The Eagles were telling us, you barely beat us with the backup quarterback. Hell, y'all can't even beat a Saints quarterback or the back. We shouldn't even be in the league. Y'all lost to Washington Commanders, who aren't even going to be in the freaking playoffs with Jalen Hurts, mind you. So I'm just saying, like, a win's a win in the NFL. It's hard to win in the NFL.
It's hard to win.
And this is back-to-back years the Cowboys have won 12 games. Take that what it's worth, since 95-96. My heart, usually we win like 11 games, and then we go back down to 4 gains, and we win the division. No, we're back to back. We can win 13 games this year, the first time it's ever been done since the Super Bowl era Cowboys. So win's a win in the NFL. Doesn't matter how you get. I mean, hell, look at the Kansas City Chiefs. They barely beat the Broncos by 3 points. I mean, in fact, they were losing that game for the majority of it. So a win's a win. So that's all I look at. I don't care. Playoffs, you're going to win ugly. You're going to win big. Who cares? It's playoffs time.
It's a win. Yeah. It's just like Jamie Foxx, used to sing, "Any given Sunday." So that part of it, I'm excited about. I don't care who's playing as long as we win. That's the key. So good win, great win. Defense still needs to find out how to get better, especially on that run defense. That's been an issue for several seasons. We still need to figure that out. Minshew carved us up a little bit there, in the passing, and people are targeting Joseph. They're targeting him. They're targeting certain parts of that field where they know, they can get those yards. And the tight ends, they're starting to target them on the offensive side against our defense. So really looking forward to that. I'm hoping, and here's the other part too, as we kind of transition into the Titans. Over 12 days, the Cowboys played 3 games, right? And in those 12 days, what was the record? 3-0. So whether it's
was it
what? Yeah.
2-1.
It was Texans, Eagles, and Titans.
Oh, no. We lost to the Jags.
No. I'm sorry. It was 2-1.
Yeah,
it was Jaguars.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. 2-1.
When I said 3-0, I was like, wait, no, that doesn't sound right.
No, yeah, 2-1. It was 2-1. And Jacksonville was again that look, they're coming on at the right time, but that still should have been a game we won. We should have won that game. Yeah, we should have won that game. But like you said, you have professionals on the other side of that field. They play just as hard. You've got to win those games. Hopefully it was a growing up time for them. Dak has to limit his interceptions. And when I say limit, like bad interceptions. Interceptions are going to happen. But when you're passing the ball and it just goes straight to the defensive lineman for a pick six, we've got to do something better there. And he's having multiple games of at least one interception. At least. So there has to be some cleanup there.
I agree with you. He needs to take care of the ball better, but at the same time, we're asking him to take chances that we have not made him asked to do in the past, right? So he's feeling more confident, but at the same time, isn't the same thing
chances.
as we have? Yeah. Like in the past, he wasn't like the one interception on the sideline against Tennessee when they intercepted it. One of his 3 interceptions. Actually, that's its only interception because the other 2 were off the receiver saying he should have caught it. Yes. And I'm looking at you. But anyway, but you say that, I mean, he's taking a little bit more like usually Dak waits for the quarterback or the receiver to get open like 2-3 yards. Now he's not. Like he's confident enough. Like you're seeing that Brett Favre. I know it's bad, but he's got to clean up. But at the same time, in the past, like last year, Trayvon Diggs was giving up yards. And people were saying, I don't mind him giving up yards if as long as he's getting a pick. Why are we not asking the same thing at Dak? Like, wouldn't you mind like 1 or 2 interceptions if it means passing the ball down the field more than just dink and dunk here, dink and dunk there? And
I get that.
I'm just saying, I understand. Like, he needs to clean it up. But let's be honest.
Pick 6, that was on a naked boot. That was on a naked boot, right? And it was literally just a pass over to the tight end. There was no one else around him.
He misjudged how high he can jump. He found out he can jump pretty damn high. But hey, you know what? He brushes it off, and then usually when he does, he could go back down and score and take it right back. So it's
does. So and this offense can't score. This offense can't score.
And CeeDee Lamb's becoming a number 1, like I said,
because of T.Y. Hilton. Because of T.Y. Hilton.
Before T.Y. Hilton.
No. It's because of T.Y. Hilton, and you look. Now you have T.Y. Hilton, who is your down the field threat. Let's be real here. No one else was. You can say Gallup was or is. I will beg to differ.
Gallup's more T.Y. Hilton, sideline great catch guy who can't catch catches right in the middle of the field.
Was that Gallup?
Gallup knows how to work that sideline, though. I tell you that. He knows.
Okay.
But he's not.
That's fine. But that's like 10.
I know.
Maybe 10 to 12 yards down.
I was agreeing with you what you were saying.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is now you have T.Y. Hilton. Now you have to have that safety. You cannot bracket CeeDee Lamb like you did before. You have to look over and kind of peek. And so now, yes, that's the emergence of CeeDee Lamb, putting him in the slot, moving him around, put him in motion, which is what they're doing. Great, awesome, because they weren't doing that before, but you can do that now with T.Y. Hilton because, hey, guess what? You have to account for him on the field. You have to account for his speed. You have to account for what he can do. So kudos to Will McClay or whomever said, hey, we need to go get this guy. We recognize we need a vet. It may not be Odell Beckham, but we need somebody that can burn and that's a good vet and a good fit for the locker room. That's T.Y. Hilton. So I think that's one of the best pickups they've had this year. Speaking of which, news came out today that Washington has now been released. James Washington has been released. The receiver has been released. So, 2 games done.
Oh, man. I was kind of like, I was happy for James Washington because there's really no point of, like, he's coming off an injury. He's kind of rusty. Cowboys need to make room. But then I started thinking, what team is going to pick him up off waivers? What team is going to get him? Tampa Bay. And who are we going to play in the first freaking round?
Possibly, but I think they no, I don't think they pick him up because Mike Evans was player of the week last week and just
Panthers,
killing
freaking Panthers, man. Played the same exact coverage all freaking game and just like, come on.
Man, hey, still. So you have that. So you have receivers that are coming back off of injury that should look good and they should be ready. So I don't think they sign Washington. I think going to try to keep status quo. Their problem and issue is their linemen, on the offensive and defensive side. Trying to get some of them healthy for the playoffs. And then also the defensive lineman, Vita Vea, is not looking the way he's supposed to be looking. Like people are running over this or running through and around him. So that run defense has to get better. But Dallas has to make sure that when they play like the Titans game, and this is what I've been saying this whole season, the Cowboys play to the level of their opponent. They do not play if they go in knowing, oh, we should beat these guys. They don't play to that level. Now, we just said they're still professionals. They still won. They have 12 wins, possibly 13. And if I was a betting man, then I would say yes, 13. But you still got to do better. What's up, Mr. Dork? Good to see you, my guy. What are we saying here? Y'all better hope you win and hope Philly flops, or it's going to be one of the. And here's the question I was going to pose. It's 2 questions. It's twofold. Number 1, should we rest the starters? Should the Cowboys rest the starters in this final game with the Commies?
Are you asking me right now?
I'm asking you right now, and I'm asking everyone else.
No, yeah. Because the game means something. No, the game means something.
Okay. I agree with that. They should.
And here's another reason. Cowboys played Thursday night last week. We already had 10 days off. So you rest your starters, you're basically giving them another week off. So and the Russ is going to play. So you got to play your starters. You got to score. I mean, I don't think Philadelphia is going to lose to New York. I honestly don't think that's going to happen. But hey, I also didn't think they're going to lose to New Orleans Saints either. So saying all that, you got to play your starters to try to get I think the way I think it's going to happen.
Yeah,
I think 49ers will get that 1 seed.
Yeah,
Cowboys could get the 2 seed. The 2 seed's still viable. Even though you don't get the bye, you get 2 home games, and we know Cowboys are good at home this year. We're behind that crowd. Jerry World has always been a great home field advantage for the Cowboys in the past, but since Dak's career, it's actually become a really good home field advantage unless we're playing the Packers. But no, I think you need to play your starters. I mean, I think we've proven after week 1 that resting your starters during preseason, you need that game time, you need that repertoire, you need to keep the momentum going. You know what I mean? So,
right.
And the Cowboys done both sides with under this. They rested their starters, and we lose in the first round. We play our starters, we lose in the first. So it's not like there's no whatever thing here.
Yeah,
but and they're like, well, what happens if you get hurt? Okay, and what if they don't? We could play this what if game all game night long. Like whatever. Like you got to play your starter. You got to. Yeah, that's why I looked at the Giants head coach. Like, no, we're playing our starters. We're going to build on momentum. There's time to rest at the end of the year. No.
Yeah, but and so there's a potentiality, and I don't know if that's the word, I'll make it up, but the potentiality of getting hurt obviously goes up exponentially if you do play. I think if you're up by the half, you rest them. Right?
How
Don't
much?
risk.
How much?
I would
Because
say
we've
at least
blown
3
17,
scores.
14-point leads
I
with
I
our
would say
starters.
at least 3 scores. I mean, we've been up 3 scores before by halftime. If they can do that, fantastic. The other part though too is you know, and I agree with you. If you rest them, you don't have the momentum. Even though Micah needs to rest, you get your defense back healthier when you go into the playoffs. But here's another question I have is if you have the 1 seed, if the Cowboys have the 1 seed, right? That means they do rest. Um, we don't see Tampa Bay, but we will see, I think, either the winner of Tampa Bay and possibly
Philly.
Philly. No,
Maybe. No, because you got to look who's playing Minnesota. Because whoever's playing Minnesota, I'm picking them to win. I'm
right.
sorry,
Well,
I am. If it's gonna be the New York Giants, which it's looking like right now, I'm
yeah.
picking the New York Giants to win that game.
Well, I don't want to see Green Bay. I don't want to see
I
Green
don't
Bay
think
at all.
Green Bay's getting in.
They're playing Detroit, and Detroit, even though they can put up points, they can't stop from scoring. They can't stop from scoring. The defense isn't bad. The defense is not bad. But I think Green Bay will win that game, which will put them in, and they would win the North
Well, here's the
and
thing:
win the North.
Green Bay's one dimensional. Like Green Bay, if you stop the run, what else do they have? Like Aaron Rodgers not beating you this year. Aaron Rodgers is not past more yards than Purdy, than
Eh,
all these other young quarterbacks. Mike
listen,
White has more passing yards in the last 3 games than freaking
I,
Aaron Rodgers is
I
not the
hear
same
you.
guy. He doesn't have the weapons.
I hear you.
I,
But
I,
it's
I
something about Green Bay I just hate,
oh,
besides their douchey quarterback.
it's a Green Bay fan base, dude. Everyone's talking about the Cowboy fan base. I mean, your team's only won 4-2 and finally won one, and y'all talking like, and you haven't won one in 11 years. I mean, good God, shut the hell up. I mean, Jesus.
What's up, Dieter? Good to see you, my guy. Make sure that you check out Two Birds One Show Thursdays, 9 p.m. Central,
Matt,
10 p.m. East. They talk
Matt,
beer, they talk Philly sports. Good guys, right here on Big Game Entertainment.
Matt.
Yeah, he said they're gonna,
I did
win.
not say that. I
He
said
just
before I said anything, I said I don't believe the Giants are going to beat the Eagles. But I also said the Saints weren't going to beat the Eagles either. And look what happened. That's exactly what I said. That's what.
it's been a rough couple of weeks there, but not just one.
I mean, beer if you drinking on your show after each last two. Hey, one thing though, Cowboys haven't lost 2 games in a row with the backup quarterback. Just
Hey.
saying.
Look,
Love you,
I think
Matt.
you
I
went
love
from
you.
beer to the spirits to the hard stuff. But it's Philly has to win. They have to win. They have to win.
I think it's more important for Philly to get the bye than the Dallas Cowboys.
I agree with that. I agree
They're
with that.
hurting. Like they need
They
Lane
are.
Johnson back. They need their Maddox back. They need
Yeah.
Dallas. Dallas doesn't really. They're not really hurting except for cornerback, but they're not getting anyone back. So
No, they're not, and they won't get anyone back at all for the rest of the season. But also, I really want the rest for Michael Parsons. He needs to rest.
oh good
Th-
God,
This
he's
this guy needs
22
to
years
rest.
old.
He's still hurt. So what? 22 or 32. He's still hurt. The
Everyone's
guy
hurt.
is hurt. He's
Everyone's hurt.
playing with.
Is he
He's
playing?
playing.
Is he playing?
He's
Is he
yeah.
playing?
He's
He's not
playing.
hurt. There's no
That,
excuses. No excuses.
okay, old ball coach. Jeez.
You're on the field. You're not hurt.
But he plays every defensive play though, and
No.
he does. He literally does. The
Oh,
guy
can I
plays
ask
every
you while we're
defensive
on
play.
Michael Parsons real quick? What was he doing? Like he was just riding the bicycle, just jogging on the sideline, and then he puts
Keeping
his
it
helmet on,
warm.
runs in there and gets attacked. Like what was that planned or what, dude? Like what the hell are you doing?
He's keeping it warm, man. If he sits in that hamstring and that groin, because he has a groin issue. That's the issue with him. He has a groin. I think it's a stretch. It's not a tear, but it's a stretch. Yeah. If he sits down and that thing starts to get cold, that's the issue. Yeah. We ain't hurting because Hurts. We're not in the last. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hurts wasn't in the last games, but brother, ooh. The
Yeah, Dak
rust
wasn't
that's
playing for
coming off
5
of this
games. We
dude.
went 4-1. Just saying, whatever.
I'm just look, man. It's going
You
to be a
can't beat
tough
the
road.
Saints. You can't beat the Saints with all the talent you have. You cannot beat the Saints.
And the
I'm
Giants are
sorry.
gonna be a tough out. We know the divisional games are always tough. No, and it doesn't matter the record.
We are going to play.
And we should know this because the commies beat them earlier this season. So there's that. Yes, you're in the playoffs, so are we. So I mean, it's
So are the
all good. Now
Giants.
it's just the seeding. And you need number one. Like we need number one. We need home field advantage. We
That's
need
true. That's true right there.
now there is that part.
It's been a while since the number one has won it all.
And here's what I'm saying. I don't want number one.
I want 2.
I don't want number one. I don't want the bye. I would rather see Green Bay and San Francisco play each other.
But here's the thing: if we get the number 2 seed, we're getting Green Bay.
I don't want Green Bay though.
Unless Detroit wins or Seattle wins. So pick your poison. You want Tom Brady or you want Darren Rodgers? I mean, you pick.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather Seattle win. Can I choose Seattle?
I want Seattle to win too. Yeah. So Seattle to win. Seattle needs
make
to beat,
it tough. Come
Seattle
on.
needs to beat the Rams, and then we need Detroit to beat Green Bay Sunday night.
I want Detroit to win. I like Detroit. It's something about Detroit. I just like them. And it's maybe just the fact that they're lovable losers. I really love the fact
Campbell. I like the head coach.
I do. I like Campbell, and I love the storyline of Jared Goff getting in the playoffs and the Rams sucking so hard with Stat Padford. Like I absolutely love it because I don't like him either. So it's fantastic. Like the whole scenario is amazing to me. It's amazing to me. So yeah, I want Detroit to win, to beat Green Bay. If Green Bay does get in there, then yes, I want the 1 seed because I don't want to see Green Bay. And honestly, I don't want to see Tampa Bay, but I would rather have Tampa Bay than Green Bay. I would rather have them. Because I still say this. Tom Brady can push the ball down the field. But he's still old man Tom. It's still old man Tom. Yeah, it's going to be good no matter what. I'm going to be watching all the games. I'll have NFL Red Zone on. That's for sure. So, there you go.
Hey, can I do breaking news real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Did you know that they just announced that Hall of Fame finalist?
Who you got? What's going on?
Darrelle Revis, Joe Thomas, Willie Anderson, Torrey Holt, Reggie Wayne, Andre Johnson, Jared Allen, DeMarcus Ware.
Hey.
Dwight Freeney, Albert Lewis, Rondé Barber? Devon Hester, Zach Thomas.
Devin Hester made it? Oh, he's a finalist.
And Darren Woodson. That's your 15.
Hey! Woodson won't make it. Hopefully Ware does. And I'm curious as to if he does make it. Who?
Thomas won't make it. Ware will make it.
Zach Thomas won't.
Ware will make it.
Where would does he go in as a Cowboy or a Bronco? That's the question.
As a Cowboy.
He better go as a Cowboy. He better. That's awesome. Good for him.
That's why I brought a couple of Cowboys in there. That's why I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. D Wilson should be in there. He should be in there just because, man. He definitely should be in there. One of the best safeties of that decade for sure, especially in the 90s. Man, amazing. So congrats to all of them. Some good names on there. Some really good names that are finalists.
Hester will get in.
Revis. I don't know if Hester gets in though.
Hester will.
Revis will get in.
Hester will probably make it next round.
Yeah.
Revis will get in.
Yeah.
I think Ware gets in.
I'm pretty sure Ware will get in. I'm pretty sure Revis will get in.
Woodson could get in.
He could, but this is his first time, I think, up though. I think it's his first time up, so he probably won't make it. For some reason, they don't like safeties, and there are not a lot of safeties that get in. So I don't know, but man, yeah, it has been ego heavy in the last few years. It really has been, and it's been sickening to the point where I only watch the highlights and I skip through. No, I'm joking, man. Hey, get your flowers. You know what I'm saying? If you're a good, I mean, Brian Dawkins is probably one of my most favorite Eagles players of all time. Just the way he played and the way he was on that field.
Dude,
And again,
I hate saying this as a Cowboy fan. He is my favorite
yeah,
player. He is my favorite
yeah,
player. I'm sorry. I
yeah,
loved watching him in
absolutely.
the highlights. Jonathan now is also one of my favorites. I actually liked
Yeah,
him. I like Terrell Owens because I was a receiver. That's who I looked up to.
yeah,
When he broke his leg and came back and played in the Super Bowl and put on a hell of a
dude.
performance,
Come
I
on,
mean,
man.
those Eagles teams were pretty damn good. I just
Yeah,
hate the Eagle fan base. That's it. Sorry, man. I just do. I do. Anyone who
I'm
believes
not
Santa
sorry.
Claus.
I hate y'all. I really do. Except for you, Dieter, Ricky. I like y'all, but the rest, eh.
Oh, especially
Um,
that freaking Eagle fan. I know 99% of Eagle fans aren't want to do this, but that one Eagle fan who that little stupid TikTok of his said, "My mommy bought this sweater for me, Dak. It's nice out." Shut the hell up, dude. Get the out
hey
of
man,
here. Like,
I tell you what though, my favorite though is the guy that after they won the Super Bowl, he goes out in the middle of the streets and he eats poop in the middle of the street. It's amazing.
Philly.
Eagles fans.
Philly's
Yes.
different, man. Philly's different. They love them sports fans. They live in sports, so
I love it. Hey, you know what? But I love the passion. So yeah. And hopefully, it may be an NFC championship game where we see Cowboys, Eagles. Who
I think
knows?
49ers get in somehow. I think the 49ers.
49ers will. And so that leads to the next question of, and I kind of said it before. I've already alluded to who I don't want to see, but in the NFC, who do you not want to see in the playoffs?
Honestly, I want to see any. I don't care who we see. If you're a Super Bowl caliber team, you should beat any team out there. That's my thing. Actually, I want to play Tampa Bay. I want to play Tampa Bay the first round.
Yeah.
Like I want to put Tom Brady. Like we got a second gift to try to beat Tom Brady finally.
Yes.
I mean, I want it. I think that we're way better than Tampa Bay. I really do. I don't think Tampa Bay is anything. Like that defense is nothing good. They're not good anymore. Good God, the Carolina Panthers gave that game away. If you watch that game, let Mike Evans run wide open 3 times, give him 300 or whatever the case may be. But I honestly, if you're a Super Bowl caliber team, you got to go through these teams. I mean, I don't want no easy road to get to the championship. I want to say we earned it. This is who we beat. I wouldn't mind if we play freaking Tom Brady the first round, Philadelphia the second round, and 49ers in the finals. That would be the toughest road the Cowboys ever faced in the Super Bowl era, and that would be more glorifying to me. I mean, I'm going to be happy if we make the Super Bowl anyway, but I'm just saying that'd be extra icing on the cake to beat all those teams.
Tampa Bay, and so whatever. Tampa Bay is no threat, but they are because of Tom Brady. Here's my thing though. I don't care if it's an easy road or a not easy road. I just want a championship. So you play who you play, and they can say, well, they didn't play anyone. Just remember to call them after they win Super Bowl champion Dallas Cowboys. That's all I care about. Okay, so I don't want to see Green Bay. I don't want to see San Francisco. I don't want to see them. I don't. I'd rather have a bye. If it's Tampa Bay that wins, awesome, great. If it's Philly, great. I feel like we match up better with those teams than Green Bay and San Francisco. San Francisco defense is the best in the league.
I don't know. Are they?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
They had Jared Stidham throw for almost 500 yards against them. He was on his couch a week ago.
Listen.
And Brock Purdy got lucky. Then his hand got hit, throwing the ball, and the Ayuka, whatever his freaking name is, just catches the ball right there, and it should have been picked. Whatever. Hey, but what goes your way? But honestly, Purdy's doing good, but playoffs are a different animal, and it's going to be
playoffs are.
And so I want to see how Purdy does in the first playoff game. That's what I really want to see.
I agree. And what's crazy to me is that out of the 3 quarterbacks, this is basically who you're hanging your hat on is Brock Purdy, Mr. Relevant, right? And so you go from there. But hey, at the end of the day, professional players play professionally, right? So you do what you need to do. And that's a testament to that coaching staff. So, we ask this question, we continue to ask this question. If there is a first round exit, and we're going to ask this next week, do you keep the band together? Do you keep the band together? Do you, re-sign McCarthy? Do you try and keep Kellen Moore? What do you do?
Oh, if they lose in the first, that's one and done again.
Yeah.
McCarthy's gone.
I agree with that.
McCarthy's gone. There's no way you win 12. Yeah, Dallas Cowboys don't hang 12 win banners. I mean, that might be a Philadelphia Eagle thing because they hardly ever win in the playoffs, but whatever. I know y'all got a Super Bowl in 2017, whatever the case may be. But that's the first Super Bowl in franchise history, and actually y'all have a losing record in the playoffs. So no, don't get me started with all this. But Cowboys don't hang banners for 12, 13 win seasons. We want Super Bowls. And we haven't been there since 96. Okay, we get all that.
Yes.
That McCarthy, you win regular season. I mean, jack crap unless you get that Super Bowl. And McCarthy goes back to back 12 wins and first round exit. Jerry Jones is calling Sean Payton like, "I'll give you 3 first rounders for the Saints and get them here because we have the talent." You're telling me Dak Prescott was Sean Payton, that quarterback coach, right? Who founded Tony Romo and all these other for God's sake, he took Jameis Winston to playoffs. They made him look like a freaking MVP. Yeah. I'm calling Sean Payton. You put him and Dak Prescott will be 100 times better quarterback come next year if Sean Payton's there. That's my thing. It might McCarthy, but if it's like 2 and it depends how we lose. If we go divisional round and we lose, you still might think of firing Mike McCarthy because you have a championship ready team right now. And if you're not going to do it, when are you? Because the road's not that hard this year. It's really not.
No,
it's really not.
And I agree, Matt. I agree, Dieter. It's going to be crazy next year with the QBs and all the other teams that's going to be out there. I do like the fact that Dak is the quarterback for the Cowboys. That's what it's going to be. Yeah, that's what we're saying though. If we lose first round, McCarthy, I don't think will have his job. I don't think he will.
Would you trade him for the New Orleans Saints? For Sean Payton?
Because that's what they're going to want. They're going to want.
They're going to want a first rounder for sure.
Yeah,
they want first compensation.
But here's the question though: do we need a first rounder?
No.
So you make the trade.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. I don't think we need a first rounder as well. We are going to release Zeke. We'll sign.
I don't know.
No, wait a minute.
I know what I said.
Okay.
I know what I said.
I told you so, guy.
But I think if Zeke can take a pay cut, franchise
Zeke's not taking a pay cut.
Bullshit.
He's not taking a pay cut.
Bullshit. He's not going to get paid $90 million again. He's not going to do that. No way in hell. He'll be stupid to ask for that kind of money again.
Yeah, I thought at one point you guys were going to run. I thought Philly was going to run away with it, but hey, this is football, and unfortunately, Hurts got hurt. I really wanted to see what Philly would do throughout the season with a healthy team. I like to see that. I want to see that.
I would say that if Jalen Hurts didn't get hurt, I think the Cowboys win by more than what they did. I honestly believe that.
If the Cowboys win?
No, I'm talking about the game against the Eagles when Jalen Hurts when we beat Minshew. I think if Hurts plays, I think Dallas wins that game better than what they did. I truly believe that just because they're looking forward to playing Hurts. They're looking forward, and then you get Gardner Minshew. Like you don't really have tape on him. I think they practiced they've been. Let's be honest with ourselves. They didn't look at Jacksonville. They didn't look at the Texans. They were working on Philadelphia game tape, and they were thinking of Jalen Hurts being in that starting lineup until he got hurt with that AC joint They didn't look at
was good.
they didn't look at Gardner Minshew videotape, and I think that's why it kind of helped him out a little bit.
Oh, come on, man. Hold on.
I'm
Uh,
telling you, I
Give
think
the
Dallas
first
Cowboys
round
are
and
getting
give the
ready for.
coach as a bonus. I don't know if they want that as a bonus, man. I don't think they want McCarthy as a bonus, but okay.
But if you're Dallas, you don't need a first round. You don't need a first round
Yeah,
this year.
I agree. You don't need a first round. Jesus said, "What,
Matt? You
look,
know I'm right. You know I'm right. You know in your heart of hearts, I'm right.
I'm not saying you're not wrong,
I think
but I
I'm right.
won't say I agree with it." Uh, he
I
said,
do.
"Says an athlete don't make me throw my." I know that's a phone. Look, I think
Yes,
this is
I
what I
do.
this is why I say this. This is why I say that. Because Dallas was preparing themselves mentally, physically, in every way to play Jalen Hurts and
Exactly.
how to stop him.
Exactly.
I agree with that. What I did see in that game was Philly was trying to run Jalen Hurts plays with Gardner Minshew at times. At times, not the whole game. But there were some runs and there were some things in there that those are like you would say, oh, that's a Jalen play. That's not a Minshew play. That's
But
a
at the
Hurt play.
but at the same time, they weren't guarding the run. Like they weren't thinking Minshew was going to run a couple of those times either.
No, of
Like
course not.
they're
Because
playing
he's
out
not
those
Jalen
standards in
Hurts.
Boston and all that. So
Yeah, he's not
I
Jalen
say
Hurts.
what I
So
said. I don't care if you call me Skip Bayless or the Joe delusional whatever fan. I don't
okay,
care.
I will never call you Skip Bayless because I don't hate you that much.
Dude.
Okay.
Do we have 2 hours on the show? Because I can go on, dude. I can make all of our audience hate me.
No,
I can tell you right now.
don't. Okay, you're right. There was been some coach issues. Yeah, and I think that part there, where again you get up to say, okay, we're going to be playing Jalen Hurts. This is how we're going to scheme. And this is my sentiment, but I think on the defensive side, they have been scheming to play Hurts since the first meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone else was kind of like, look, we know this is the squad we need to beat. So everyone we'll scheme for that. But in the back of our mind, we're always looking at Jalen Hurts tape and looking at Philly tape and seeing how we can slow down Brown and Slay, how we can slow this team down. Right. So yeah, when it was Minshew, that changes your offense. That changes your coaching style. That changes what you do on both sides of the ball, both sides of the sidelines. But at the end of the day, man, it still comes down to, the last couple of plays in the game. It was never in hand.
Right. No.
Right. So
But I don't think we go down 10-0 in the first quarter.
No. But like you said, it's going to be interesting to see what happens this week in Philly. As far as I understand, he is supposed to start. Jalen Hurts is supposed to start against the Giants. And I think the Giants are a tough out. Again, this is a divisional game, and they've been playing well. And so if you want to say, that's in the bag, Saquon is catching the ball out of the backfield, and he's running. That defense is coming back and playing well. Jalen's going to have to play well, and he's going to favor that throwing arm and throwing shoulder. So he'll have to watch out for that. Do you run him as much?
I wouldn't, because
with that injury.
I've heard medical doctors on ESPN shows and say if he falls directly on that shoulder again, he can do more damage to it. So you got to be more cautious.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Nope, a lot of in the bad games we lost. Hey, look, Dieter, I get it, brother. We're kind of the same way with us. Again, Dallas plays to the level of the teams.
Okay, I want to go back
that are perceived.
I want to go back to what you said about that to the Tennessee game. That's a tough game. I don't care what anyone says. You're coming off an emotional win against the Philadelphia Eagles. Then you got to go. Oh, Houston. Well, hell, Houston gave Eagles a hard time. They went to overtime with the Chiefs. Come on, man. I mean,
they've won
Cowboys
2 games, 3 games.
Who?
1,
Chiefs?
2? No,
Chiefs?
the Texans.
The Texans, they won 2. But they took the Chiefs to overtime. They were tied with the Eagles at halftime.
Denver, they lost to Denver they almost lost to Denver. Okay. They only won by 3 points. All I'm saying is this.
Oh my God.
They play to the level of teams that are perceived out there, right?
Well, Dallas is what, 5-1 against playoff teams this year? Something that's never happened in the past with these Cowboy teams winning the Super Bowl. We usually lose those games, but this year we're losing to teams who aren't making the playoffs. So I'll take that. I will take that.
That concerns me.
What? You're beating teams who you should beat, and then I mean, you're beating teams that you should lose to. And
that concerns me though, because so first round we go to Tampa Bay. We should win against Tampa Bay, right?
Now there's analysts saying that Tampa Bay is going to beat Dallas.
What?
Yeah, I heard it. I've heard a lot of ESPN analysts say that.
God. But a lot of those guys, ESPN and all the other people out there who are, again, two types of fans, two types of NFL fans, those who root for the Cowboys and those who root against, right? No one trusts Dallas. No one trusts the Cowboys. And I don't blame them.
Right, for 26 years. I mean, it's been like, how are we going to lose in heartbreak again? You know what I mean? So,
I don't know about that, dude. KC to me is kind of up in the air. I don't want to bet. I won't bet against them, but
KC's been playing terrible. Even though they've been winning games, they've been playing kind of bad lately. Like they barely beat Denver twice.
Yes.
Denver actually was leading in that game.
Yes.
Houston, they went into overtime with. I'm just saying. At least we won in regulation. I'm just saying.
And I think the Colts beat them.
Colts beat them.
Yeah. So I mean, that's. Sorry about that. But that's the thing that I'm sitting here saying, okay, wait, there's got to be something here that we can point to that as we move into that last game, moving into the playoffs. Yeah, what are we doing? Okay, let's talk commies. We got to talk a little bit of commies. I know, but we have to. We're not obligated, but we have to.
Carson Wentz played his last game in Washington.
Carson Wentz is done.
He's done. Ron Rivera doesn't know what his team is up to. Like, he doesn't know his playoff implications. We can be eliminated today? Yeah. It's whatever.
Yeah. Was this name another MVP other than your Amazon package? Dude, you're a funny dude, man. I love you, brother.
You know what your fifth beer already, Matt?
Make sure you send me one. I'm sending you some. Got you, brother. I'm sending you some. Some Texas Craft. He threw me off. But here's that piece with the commies, right? We talked about having the book, and again, this is why I keep saying playing to the level of your competition. We tend to do that. We allow teams that we should blow out, we should have no issues with, stay in the game. And I know you're not asleep. You can act like you're asleep or disinterested, but you're going to be screaming at your TV just like I will when it's the fourth quarter and the commies are up on us by at least a touchdown. And Dak is going to throw at least one interception, maybe even two, because it's laissez-faire and whatever. So it concerns me. That's why it concerns me. It concerns me because how into this game will they be as far as the team? I am not questioning passion at all. I'm not questioning passion. But what I am questioning is when it's time to get up for the game, whoever is across you, are you there? They get up for Philly. They get up for Minnesota. They kind of got up for Green Bay, but
They gave that
Lost.
game away. They thought they
They
had won.
did.
They started celebrating on the sidelines.
Yeah, they did. So, but they don't get up for Tennessee. I mean, no, for Tennessee. They don't get up for Houston. They don't get up for Jacksonville. They don't get up.
They got up for Jacksonville. They were up 17.
And let it slip away, man.
The defense did. But that's an argument for another day.
And the defense is giving up major points. They are not the defense in the beginning of the season. Now, I'm not saying anyone else is, except for San Francisco. And Green Bay. Green Bay's defense is nice. They're coming on at the right time. So I've really got to believe it right here, right now. You play very hard against the Commies. This should be a playoff type of, feeling. Yes, it's the Commies, but whatever you need to clean up, this is the game that you can do that. You can figure some things out and see how you can get better. You got to do it this game. Otherwise, you're going to Tampa Bay, and it's going to be another heartbreak. You're going to see Cowboys fans crying in Tampa, right, because we lost again and ready to burn it all down. Because, Cowboys fans are crazy.
Are you done?
Wow. Yes, I think Ron Rivera has now gotten the memo that they've been knocked out. So I don't know if it's official yet.
We could be eliminated today? Like, he was dead serious.
I think he knew.
We could be eliminated today? Yeah. That's why I was like, when he puts Carson Wentz going to be our starter, I'm like, you do know you can be eliminated today, right? Like, oh, man.
You know what? But I think he said, so what are you talking about? I think he thought they were eliminated last week. I think he thought they were eliminated last week, to be honest with you. I don't think he thought he was still in it.
Go into what you're saying. Yeah, yes, Cowboys have been, and I can totally see the Cowboys doing this. Matt, don't give them what I'm fixing to say twisted. I can see the Philadelphia Eagles losing to the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
They'll lose. And the Cowboys will also lose to the Washington Command.
Yes.
That's what I could totally – that'd be so Cowboys. Like, we had it right there. Like, God's like saying, here's one last chance for y'all to get that number 1 seed, and we blow it.
Appreciate you, Dita. Yeah. That is how I see it as well.
But, dude, they're playing their third-string quarterback who hasn't played all year. The Washington Commies are already in 1-2-3 Cancun mode. Ron Rivera doesn't know what he's going to be doing. He might be on the Black Friday list or Monday. Monday. What is it called? Black Monday list. Yeah. So I think Cowboys win this. I think that it would be the best case scenario. Cowboys, if they do wake up for this game, they've been off for 10 days. Remember they played that Thursday night game. It's been a while since the Cowboys play. They've had time to rest, time to everything going on. So I think. If they get up for this game, like, all right, let's take care of business early. It would be up big at halftime, rest players, and start scoreboard watching with Philadelphia. I can also see Philadelphia doing the exact same thing with Jalen Hurts back in the lineup. Kill the crap out of New York. New York's like, we have nothing to play for. Who cares? We're the number 6 seed. I don't care for this game. Let's just get ready for it. I can totally see that happening. I can see the 49ers, they're going to kill Arizona. I don't even know why we're even caring about this game. But Arizona's done. I don't even know who they're starting quarterback. So, but I can totally see. I'm not picking the Giants to beat the Eagles. What I'm saying is I can see the Eagles losing to the Giants and the Cowboys also losing to the Commies, and the Eagles still get the division that way. I can totally see
I'm saying the Giants will beat the Eagles. I'm going to say it. I feel good. I feel great. I'm going to say it.
You feel great about what?
That the Giants will beat the Eagles.
I will say this. If the Giants do beat the Eagles.
Yeah, we don't care about number 1 seed. I can't. Dude, Kelsey's lying.
Kelsey can lie on his podcast all he wants to.
He's lying.
Dude, like, what do you have? 2 freaking false start penalties? I mean,
he did.
That guy needs to, like, hush his mouth and start practicing doing something. I don't know. I love Kelsey. I love both Kelsey brothers, but I mean, y'all want that number 1 seed. Matt. He's lying. He wants that number 1 seed. He does.
He wants to rest.
Yes.
They all want to rest.
The Eagles need it. The Eagles need it more than anybody in the world.
Dude, that's a free check. Exactly. That's a free check.
No, you don't get paid during playoffs.
Yeah, you do.
Not like the regular season. You don't.
So you stop getting paid in the regular season, right? Everyone gets to stop getting paid. Your last check, your last game check. So on that contract year, that's it. You do get paid in the playoffs. Now you get that weekly payoff check. So if you make it to the next round,
it's not big.
huh?
It's not as big as a regular season check, though.
It's still a check. It's a check, man. It's enough. It's enough to get your Mercedes.
It's a bigger check than what me and you get on our regular jobs.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, I hope the playoff gods are right, man. I hope that we need Dallas, Philly 3 for both teams full strength, like no backup quarterback. We need to see that.
I think we will too.
I totally. Yeah. And rather be, and I hope it's for the NFC Championship game, but it's not looking that way. I think 49ers are going to get in the way. I think we're probably going to be on the divisional round, probably, if that.
Yeah. I see San Francisco in the championship game, and it's either it's going to be somebody from the NFC East, whether it's Philly or us
or New York.
No, it won't be New York,
dude. How pissed off would you be? I know I'll be pissed off. We lose in the first round again, and New York Giants beat Minnesota and move on. Like, how pissed off would you be?
I wouldn't be if we lost to Tampa Bay and Danny Dimes
goes to the second round,
and Danny Dimes moves to the second round. You know what? I would not be that pissed. I wouldn't.
I would.
I wouldn't.
I'd be like,
now, if they make it to the championship, yes. NFC Championship, yes. I'll be pissed then, but not. No.
I'll be pissed, dude. I'll be pissed.
Nah.
I might have to turn in my fan-in card. I know I say this after every playoff year and after every season. I'm like, I'm done with this team. I'm done. Then April comes around.
We
the
all
draft,
say that.
Who the Cowboys going to get? Who the Cowboys going to get?
Yeah. When the end of March rolls around in April and you start getting ready for the draft, you're like, oh, it's draft time. Even when we don't have a first round draft, which it's happened several years, right? Well, we're not even in the first round. We still watch it. We have watch parties because we just want to see who's Philly getting, who's Washington getting, who's New York getting, what does that team look like? You absolutely have to know that's the case. Yeah, for sure. But I'm telling you, man, this is a year that I'm excited about because I do believe we have the best chance to get to the bowl, to get to the chip. Eventually, we'll end up going through either Philly. I think it goes through San Francisco.
Dude, I wouldn't mind going to San Francisco and playing. Revenge.
No.
Revenge for what they did to us last year.
Yeah. But it's a different team. Dare I say, I think we had the better chance last year against them than we do this year.
I don't know. Purdy in a championship game.
I mean, look,
can they try to stay healthy? I mean, they always get hurt.
Garoppolo was hurt.
Oh, good God!
Last year, he was hurt last year, and just saying.
Although that loss does not seem as bad after they went to the NFC Championship, and actually should have been to the Super Bowl if they intercept that ball in the fourth quarter.
That hurt. That loss hurt.
But it didn't hurt as bad as see how far they went. I was like, okay, maybe they were.
Nah, I was so hurt. I didn't.
Oh yeah, of course we were hurt, but
I don't think I got out of my bed for maybe 2 or 3 days. After that,
sucks. Like especially in playoff games like this, because last year was the first year they did that Monday night game. We played that 3:30 game. We still have the Sunday night game, playoff game, and we still have the Monday night playoff. I'm like, dude, I can't watch football, man. But yet you're watching and you see the score across, like Cowboys lose. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you, man. It just hurts. It hurt. That one hurt worse than when Green Bay came down and beat us.
Freaking Crosby. I was watching TikTok the other day and they showed that highlight when Crosby beat the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I watched that 5,000 times. I'm like, how'd that hook back in? It was going left. And then all of a sudden just rubber foot go open, it cooked. I'm like, oh my God.
I don't know. But that hurt. This San Francisco loss hurt worse than that one.
I think
It hurt worse than that one.
the one that hurt the worst was the Dez
The
catch.
catch?
The Dez
Yeah,
catch.
the Dez
That
catch?
one
Yeah.
hurt the most.
Yeah, that hurt.
But
That hurt a
today
lot.
it's a catch.
Today it is a catch. But you know what? To me, the San Fran still hurts more than that one. Because here's the thing. I knew we should have won that game. That's a game we should have won. Hands down, nothing else. We should have won that game, and we didn't. So that one hurts. And the fact that they went up and beat Green Bay and Green Bay, oh, yeah, that was tough. That was tough because I felt like we could have beat Green Bay in Green Bay that year, even though we didn't do it. We haven't been able to do it, but hopefully this year it's the year of redemption. Hopefully it's the year of redemption. So we beat Tampa Bay.
If it's not this year, Cowboys, when's it going to be? Because this is your best opportunity that you've had in a while.
4 games. That's what the playoffs are. 4 games. All right, let's get predictions. Predictions on the Commies and the Cowboys. What you got?
Okay, we're doing predictions of seeding and Commie game. Okay, we'll do that.
Okay.
I think Cowboys take care of business. I think Cowboys win, and I still think we're the 5th seed. I think Philly also beats the Giants, and I think we're the number 5 seed.
Okay. You got any scores for us?
Oh, Dallas is going to win 38-10. I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about this game whatsoever. I'm not. I'm really not.
I think it's closer than that. I think Dallas will pull it out in the 4th quarter. Dak is going to throw 2 interceptions.
There you go. That's the question we should be asking. How many interceptions?
Yeah. What's the over/under on the interceptions? That's what. But I think he throws 2 interceptions, and I'll stick with the 38, but I think it'll actually be 38-24. So I think it's going to be a little bit closer. I think the Giants will beat Philly. And I think we'll get the number 1 seed.
If they do, that means the Eagles are 0-3 against teams playing them the second time. It means they figured them out. Sorry, Philly fans. If that happens.
No, but it's division.
Cowboys are.
Yeah, it's division.
Yeah, but if you look at the playoffs, that's what it's going to be because they're probably going to be facing Green Bay again. Maybe.
Yeah.
Green Bay, they only lost by 7 points, and that was with Aaron Rodgers going out in the second half never coming back. So we'll see. I mean, playoffs are a different animal, man. You never know what's going to happen. That's why NFL playoffs are the best, is because it's a one and done. You don't have to be playing your best. That's why NBA finals, you always have repeat champions. In football, it's hard because it's one game. You only get one shot, one opportunity.
That's it. All right. That brings us to our final segment of the evening, Legend of the Star. And of course, Trey looks off and gives me the side eye like
no, I got one for you, but I'm gonna go long on it.
Oh God. Well, let me just get mine out then.
Yeah, do it. You go do your
his name actually has been coming up here lately. Because of your guy CD Lamb and the 88 Club, and they're talking to Michael Irvin and Jerry was actually talking about this guy. His name is Kelvin Martin. So if you know anything about Cowboys lore and receivers, Kelvin Martin was actually drafted by the Cowboys back in '86. This guy was 5'9". He was a 5'9" receiver and punt returner. Not great stats as far as a career. He had 15 touchdowns over his career, 10 seasons, 7 of them with the Cowboys, 2 with Seattle, and 1 with I think who else? Philly. He had 1 season with Philly. But Michael Irvin states, and Jerry Jones also states, that this was the most influential person to him in learning how to play receiver. And so, Kmart, shouts out to you. And he's actually he's assistant coach over in North Texas now, UNT. Yep. So shout out.
Okay, I'm going to get this one out of the way real quick. I'm going to go with Cornell Green, cornerback for the Cowboys. He also reverted to safety. The reason I did him is because I'm also sorry, I'm going to take a little time because I want to talk about DeMar Hamlin.
Hamlin, yes.
Because this is the first opportunity I got to talk to on air and stuff like that. It was tragic what happened, and everyone's praying, and it's just you usually go on. It's so nice to see everyone coming together right now, It's just so nice that no one begging about everyone coming together for one cause, praying for him. Power prayer works. It's just amazing to see. It's just amazing that all the toy donations and everything like that. So, good job for America and everyone who's a football fan, not a football fan. We're all coming together, praying for this young man. He's been making a great recovery. He made progress last night. Power prayer is working right now. I know a lot of people who are praying who are not big prayers, and I see them praying all the time. So, but I just, but also want to pray for T. Higgins because a lot of people are giving him grief right now and stuff, and he doesn't deserve it. Props to the NFL for not continuing the game because we all know the backlash that they would have got if they did. But man, Damar, we know that you're going to wake up. You're going to see all the good that you've done in the world through this, and God's going to see it through it. And He put you on a purpose. And man, your toy drive's already at almost $7 million. So can't wait for you to wake up and read everything and just see everything, man. Because God's not done with you yet, man. So we're praying for you, and we know you're going to see you again on the sideline, whatever the case. I don't know about playing, but you're going to wake up in the next couple of days and see what all you've done through this whole ordeal. So God bless you, my man.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Thank you for that. That's on Big Game Sports Buzz yesterday or last night, 8 p.m. Game really talked about it from the player's perspective, which is something that sometimes we don't get, and sometimes we do because we hear it on ESPN or Fox Sports, and they're kind of everywhere now. But it really does hit different when you see that type of situation happen. And as a fan, you have to understand that this is just a game. It is just that. It is a game, and these are real people who have real lives. And so thank you for that, man. Good stuff. Look, this has been Cowboys Cutting Up. Make sure that you like, subscribe, smash the bell, give a thumbs up. Okay. You got anything going on, Trey? Or basketball?
I'm not calling basketball, but I do cover scores and stuff for our local high school team. Crazy game last night. I went to go watch the girls play against our team 30 minutes away, or the most rival game. They're down 12 points with 4 minutes to go, 14 points with 12 minutes or with 4 minutes left to go in the game. Had a chance to win it at the buzzer and threw away to another team. They lost by 2 points. It was such a nerve. It's awesome. It's just fun watching these high school kids, man. It's just it really is. Seeing them play for the love and joy of the game, not for money, not for publicity, but just playing the game. It's just fun to watch. So, big game this Friday night. So, we'll see. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, again, that's Tre Collis. I'm J-Stogs. Make sure that you tune in again. Make sure that you like, subscribe, smash the bell. Tell somebody about Cowboys Cutting Up. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure that you comment. As usual, we'll comment back. Peace.